should just do it our own and start singing. Hello, we are live, Dory. Hello.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good
Get your
afternoon.
body moving. Get your body going. Flippy floppy do it.
It could be evening some places, Dor.
Yes. Good evening. Good afternoon, and good morning.
Hurrah.
Hi, Chris. Hey, Joni.
Hello, lovely ladies. Let's do a little arm stretch.
Yes. Let's stretch our arms.
I do feel like I need a little arm stretch sometimes, like stretch. I'm telling you what. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hear you.
Okay. I couldn't hear you. Door was silent, like, right? Hello, everybody. Hello. Come in. Welcome. On your way in, the like button if you don't mind. Hey, Des. Hey, Meg.
Hey, Des, Meg. I feel like I just saw you.
Thank you, Chris. It did it again. Something up. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Up with my microphone. And so every time.
Cannot hear you now. No.
Doreen.
Yes.
Everybody is saying so. Now?
Barely. Barely.
Let's just unplug this guy and see if the other guy.
I hear you now.
You can hear me now?
Yes. Clear as day.
All right. Perfect. We're just gonna put this over here, and
We
we'll
just going
talk.
acapella.
Yeah, we're
Acapella.
just gonna. I've been fighting with chords and wonking with this and that and the other, and screw it. Hey, how's everybody doing?
What's up, Samas? What's up? So what's everybody doing? What is everybody doing? What has everyone been doing? What's everybody been up to?
Yay!
You're interested to know.
Yeah, and I did want to ask Tomas, how is he doing? I feel like I haven't seen him a bit. I used this picture here with the little sun in the background here above us. We can come closer if we want to, but I just thought, since everybody's kind of in the funk, I know Tomas lives in paradise, although it's not paradise to him because it's so hot, right?
I know. I couldn't.
No, but I know a lot of us are feeling the gloom of the gray and the no sun and the no
If I
warmth.
lived where Samas lived, you would already have seen me in the obituaries long time ago.
No, I don't think you give yourself enough credit, Doreen.
I just know that I can't stand the heat.
Oh boy, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I was gonna lock them out of my room, but then I thought since I'm the only one home, they might bark at the door. And
As they
so
are.
well now they're in they some it might be time for the kids to come home, so I may have to shoo them out. But let's see. Do we need to come closer, Dorian, so you can read?
Yeah.
All right.
So now we are. Not much cooking and sorting through some paperwork. I'm starting clothing tomorrow. Okay. That sounds interesting.
That sounds great because I actually wanted to talk about, I know that we've been talking amongst each other and to other people, and people are having difficult time doing things, being motivated, knowing kind of what to do. And Chris is doing um exactly some of the things that we need to do. She's like, I'm a hoarder door. I'm a hoarder. Not telling me, right? She's telling you.
Well, Chris, beside being a hoarder, what are you cooking? What are you cooking? I'm always interested in the food. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, it's always good to know. We always like to know what everybody's cooking.
What'd she say? Hors d'oeuvres? She's making hors d'oeuvres?
No, she's a hoarder. That's what she said.
Oh,
You're
oh.
still thinking about food. You're still
I'm still
reading.
thinking about food, yes.
But I thought we could maybe do this little series, Doreen, that might be, especially since we're having a hard time. And I know that we didn't talk about it beforehand. I had thought about
Yes.
it, but we had a lot going on this morning. So we didn't get to talk about it. And it's a little bit of a series that 8 things to remove in your life that will help get rid of some old dumpy energy, right? And maybe lighten some of our energy
Yes.
load, and make us feel productive in the meantime. And so I thought like each time we go live, we will do a suggestion and we'll do it. We got to do it though. We got to do
Okay.
what we
Sure.
say we're doing. So now I just signed you up to do these things.
Thank you.
You're welcome. No problem. Don't you guys love it? Don't you love it? Um, all right, Chris, I'm gonna tell her that in a minute. But one of the things, and these are kind of like they kind of made sense to me, and so that's why I thought it would be kind of fun. Maybe
Yeah.
we could make it fun to do, because there's stuff that we need to get rid of anyway. You know what I mean, and kind of things that we need to go through anyway.
Yes.
So, let's see. Now we can pick out, and you can do as many, you can do a small bit,
Right.
if you throw two. So here's what we're gonna start off with. Since Chris is doing clothes tomorrow, right? We will start with something. Um, we'll do these two things. Getting rid of old clothes is part of the, and you just did that, you just cleared out some things too, right? So getting rid of some old clothes that are just taking up space is one of the good things to help clear out some of your energy. Holding on to old clothes you haven't worn for a long time, aren't probably gonna wear. I know I have those.
Well, a good thing to go by is like if you haven't, whether it be clothes or anything in your house, if you haven't used it in a year, you don't need it.
Right, just let it
Throw
go.
it away.
Yeah, just let it go. But I'm like, oh, it's new. Oh, it's new. But no, like if you don't, unless it's something you love and you're going to use it in the next week. You know what I mean? Like, make it a priority. All right, I'm not throwing this away, but that means I'm going to wear it in the next week or I'm going to use it in the next week.
Right.
as long as it's weather appropriate. But then another one that goes with the clothes, which I think is a great one you can do together, is throw out holey socks and underwear. Anything that has holes in is ripped, any of those kind of things that like we hang on to, right? That just kind of keep getting shuffled in the pile, even. It's not even
Right.
necessarily like we're intentionally keeping them. It's just they're part of the pile and they go. So getting rid of anything that has holes in it, too worn out,
Yeah.
you know, uh, holy socks, holy underwear. So that's going to be day one today will be getting rid of old clothes and anything with holes. So you can make it as simple or as difficult as you want. You can just
Yeah.
socks. I'm pretty anal about the sock thing. Like if I see a sock or an underwear come through with a hole,
Or even a sock that you can't find the other sock.
um,
Throw it
yes,
away.
right. You're waiting for a destined meeting, right? Stop holding on to the sock's future.
You don't have that sock. Somebody else has that sock, especially if you're in the laundromat doing your clothes, or like I do, have like them wash my clothes and bring it back. Somebody else has it. Somebody else has it.
Right, you don't
You're
have your
never
sock
getting it
anymore.
back.
It's not coming back. You'll never let it go. Let it go. Yeah, like things like that. Perfect example, right? Like there have been times where I literally feel like I have more in my section of missing sock than I
Yeah.
do in match socks.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. So that's what we'll do is let's do that for day one and we will come back. We're coming back. Now we're coming back. We're gonna have to stick to it.
Are we coming back with the merchandise, or are we just gonna say we threw it away?
Well, you can either bring a piece of merchandise if you want to share something you find, right? And I'll bring something if I find something I find that really needed to go. Maybe something that needed to go that I don't want to go. You know what I mean?
That's
There's
the
those
hardest that's the
too.
hardest thing to do, but if you can do that, you can do the rest.
Right. So, yeah. So let's set that as a goal. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but it's like put or just keep the lone sock start being like you're a lone sock. You're a lone sock. And you only get to live for so long as a single sock.
Yes.
Hi, hi. We have a couple of Facebook users in here saying hi, ladies. Hello. If you're on Facebook,
Hello.
I'd love it if you would just say, hey, ladies from whoever you are, so we
Yes.
know who it
So we can
is.
know who you are and acknowledge you.
Yes. So let's see.
Let's
What?
not have you as a Jane Doe.
Right. A Facebook doe.
Yes, a dodo. No.
A Facebook doe.
Today I made another pot of chicken and veggie soup. Oh, delicious. And tomorrow I'm making butter chicken. Ooh, even more delicious. So I put the chicken in marinade too.
Look at
Ooh.
how productive you are being today.
Well,
Way to go, girlfriend.
I'd like to be sitting at your dinner table. I'll tell you that.
Her house probably smells so
I
good.
know. Oh,
And I hope you are feeling better because it sounds like, you're doing some things that, when we don't feel good, we're just down. I have 3 sections in my wardrobe. Big, bigger, and biggest. There we go too. Some I haven't worn for over 20 years, but I might fit into a run. Right, we have that section too, right? The dream
yeah.
section. I even have some dream underwear, if we're gonna be honest. They can
No, Chris, you're not going to fit into them. They're gone. They're too big, and you need to throw them away.
they're too big or they're too small or something, and I do the same thing, and that is something that, I was thinking about, like, because when I said the clothes one, that's really something I need to do as well, you guys. So,
Not that I'm downing you or anything, because I mean, you haven't been here to take a look into my drawers and see what the hell's going on in there.
right, but that's the thing, like, we have all the different sizes, right?
Yeah,
So which size do I want? But then also the other thing that I was kind of noticing is I'm like, that's not, even though, and like, a lot of us don't go out a lot, or when we do, I don't, if I go to my daughter's, I wear my comfies, or my
yeah,
mom, my comfortable clothes. If I'm going someplace, then I'll dress nice, right? So I have the nice clothes that I use just a few times, but I'm like, we're going out of style. That's something that I'm kind of like, this is like, some things are ageless, right? Like,
yeah. Well, either you're going out of style or you're coming back into style.
right?
Yeah,
Which way is it? Yeah, all the things. Well, I remember when I was, like, in high school, and that's when I really started getting into the hippy dippy stuff, and, like, that's when you're interested in, like, my grandmother, she had so many clothes. Not that we were the same size ever, but she had, like, just so many of the old clothes, hippie clothes, and just cute things that, like, now the 90s stuff and the 80s is coming back in style, right?
yeah.
And, like, if I had all my clothes from then,
Yeah.
it'd be, I do have a friend that she wears a lot of vintage clothing, which is interesting too, because she is a bigger size person, and so it's difficult to find vintage clothing in, like, a more plus size, or even an extra large size of clothes. So it's pretty interesting. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I'm just always afraid that, like, I'm gonna gain the weight back, and then it's like, "Oh, fuck, I got nothing to wear." And I gotta go out and buy more clothes, like, I gotta buy new clothes. I gotta spend money.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's kind of, I'm going to, here's my plan. I'm going to do, like you said, get rid of anything I haven't worn in a year.
Right.
Right? Any of the shirts I haven't worn in a year, any of that stuff that I haven't worn in the year, unless it's like something classic that I just want to, like a black dress, or some of, like, the staple things that, but I don't have a shit ton of those, so that's okay, right?
Right.
Um, but I think I'm gonna get rid of some of my bigger clothes, because
Mhm,
I'm just like, these are, even though they're bigger, they're just not attractive. I'm not feeling what those clothes have going on right now.
mhm.
You know what I mean? And so I don't want to be feeling that again. There's a lot of way too big t-shirts, there's a lot of way too big pants. I want some things that fit me now. And so I'm going to get rid of that stuff, and then I can get a new pair of jeans or a new shirt, and just add a piece here or there. As many clothes are
Mhm.
in there, nobody's going to be going naked. Uh, I swear then it does in the
Yeah.
side. It does. I think really, like, if you take the thing out, you will see. You will see.
I think I shirt that I wore the other day, I think it was 7 years old.
I'm baking a ham. So sad.
Oh, who are you? Who are you?
I'm wondering if it's Becca.
And I'm wondering if it was Chris.
It could be Chris too. Uh, the other Chris. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, Tomas has got the warm weather. Chris is freezing. Yes,
I
we
have
did.
3 sections
We
in my
did that
wardrobe.
one.
Oh, yes,
I'm
okay.
trying to kinda find where I am.
I swear my son always wears odd
Uh,
socks. I always say to him, "You have a pair like that at home?"
That's cute, that's cute. Well, that's one thing too, like, when Coral was, growing up, they weren't matching socks, it was they were wearing mismatched socks
Yeah,
intentionally,
yes.
so, like, it was so cute because the other day I saw my granddaughter Poppy, right, at her a picture from her house, and, she had on, like, one peach sock and one pink sock, and I'm like, "Oh, my grandbaby's never gonna have matching socks either." Like, they just don't care.
No.
It's like they grew up not matching their socks. Oh, Chris, I hope that your son I hope that you sent you some messages and, keep sending messages, honey.
Hey, Selma.
Just keep sending the message.
How are
"Hey,
you doing today?
how you doing?"
How's Martin? How's that
Martin,
little cutie that you have there?
Martin, Mar
Martin.
Martin. I like Mar
Oh, I'm
Good.
going through
What
my
are you
dad's
spending
desk.
your
Well,
day.
that's good, Joni.
Yeah, and that's another thing that is on the list is we don't need to keep so many things of people that have passed, right? That one I'm not ready to talk about on the list today, but it
Yeah.
is something that's on the list, and it is something that I know, I have a lot of,
Yeah.
like, and and it doesn't mean don't keep something. It just does you don't have to keep
Me and Joni were talking the other day, and, she was saying, like, you need help. You need help, but she has the same thing that I do. Like, if you have somebody helping you, like, I remember, like, my drawer was filled with, like, mail from who knows, right?
right, just stack of it.
Just a stack of it, right? So apparently it wasn't needed because there was not it was never even opened. Like, there was nothing there that was, like, of any importance, but I hoard it. I just keep it in my drawer, right? So I'm like, all right, so I have somebody help me. I'm not going to mention names. um so you're going to take all of my letters and mail out of my drawer to throw them out. But what's very nerve-wracking for me is the same thing for Joni. Is like, if you're going to help me, and I already told you they're not worth anything, like, if there's nothing important there, why do you have to open it and read it and
Right,
then
just
throw it
throw it.
out? Ooh, you don't know how that gets on my nerves. It runs through my spine. Like, just throw it out. Why are you so nosy about it? Just throw it away for me. What do you want to look at? I can't, I don't like that.
Yeah, no, 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 no. Like well, no. I don't know anybody that would like really have the nerve. I mean, like
Yeah, like, oh, let me look
just
and make
sit
sure
out
that
in
this
the
really isn't important, that maybe you missed something. No, it's been sitting there for how long?
right. Like if it were important, I would have
Throw it
known.
out.
Right, yeah. I know. I
And she
know.
said the same thing. Like, she don't want certain people. She don't want people, strangers or whoever, helping her, like, looking through all of her, like, personal information.
No. Well, no. I mean, that's the thing is when you have somebody help you, just do what I'm asking you.
Right.
Or, we're just really you need somebody to help you with the clutter of the thing. I don't need you to sit and like if there's something that needs to be gone through, I need to set that over there for me to sit down and go through. I
Yeah,
don't
on
need
my
somebody else
own,
to go.
by myself.
Yeah, I don't want somebody else to, like, go through all my business, you know what I mean? But as far as, like, let's picking up the clutter or moving furniture
Like,
or
"Oh, you owe the credit card $300
anything,
$300 and,
feel
it's none of
free
your
to pay
business.
any bills you open, right?
None of your business, you know?
Hey, if you open it and it's a you opened it, you pay it, right? You break it, you bought it, you open it, you pay it. Yeah, I don't like that kinda, like, nitty-gritty
Mm-mm.
there. Nitty-gritty.
Yeah, just rip it in half and throw it the frig away. That's it.
Yeah,
Takes
it's
5 minutes.
yeah. Mischief says, "I'll be thinking of you. I found all sorts of things when I went through my dad's office. It was upsetting, but also the cathartic as well." And I think that those little niches are really cathartic for me because it's almost like their own little personal, like,
Yeah.
stuff that they, like, really liked or used a lot or whatever. It's almost like a secret. You're, like, finding
Yeah.
somebody's little stuff that they use or whatever, and I like that. Oh, Mischief. Mischief's talking about her little son. Well, he's not level.
The
But
trouble is my mom is a hoarder too, and eventually I'll have
her
her
junk to
junk
do.
too to deal with later rather than sooner, I hope.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
But that is the thing is, like, you see, I never match mine, so
Doing good, Selma. How are you?
I'm back. Listen, how are you doing? How are you doing? I've asked you that a few times. Okay.
Tomas, what are you up to? What's going
Oh,
on?
I can't complain. Thanks for asking. Yeah. Well, Mischief asked how his 2024 is. Okay, Mischief. Because I said just keep reaching out. And she says she can't. She's blocked. I've written a letter, but I keep changing it. But I'll send it when it's perfected. I don't know if you'll ever get it perfected, sweet. There's so many things that you want to say, right? And to our kids, and it's just never enough
Where is she blocked from?
from her son.
Oh,
Yes.
he'll come
Oh,
around. He will. He'll come around. Especially
he-
boys.
that's what I say. He's young still, and
Boys are mama's boys, no matter what. He loves you. How old is he?
I don't know how old he is, but listen, ladies.
How old is your son, Chris?
Okay, there we go. Added. Yeah, it's hard. There was a
They
time.
do go through that stage where they're holier than thou, they think that they're better than you and everything around them. But that don't last for too long. He used to be a mommy's boy. That's what is so upsetting. He is 44 in June. You know, I feel for you. Mine is 32, and he was a mama's boy up until a couple of days ago.
I was waiting to get to the win until when? Until a couple of days ago. Keep talking, Doreen.
But he'll come around. He'll be
Tell him
mama's
what.
boy. He'll be mama's boy again. They're always mama's boys. He needs to get your son needs to get a nice cold or a nice flu. He'll be mama's boy again. Cause it's always the mamas that soothe. There's nobody like mama.
Yeah, that's true. This too shall pass, Doreen. And it's the
Yeah.
truth. It's the truth. Raising our kid, and they don't tell you, like I've said how many times, guys, they don't tell you how freaking hard adult children are. That's a whole different ball game.
I know.
Adult kids, like, they have no control. You don't listen. You do whatever you want. You're sleeping with this man all the time. You took his last. What are you doing? Yeah, like, but they're doing their thing.
Yeah, well, especially when they're old enough to know, and then they tell you about yourself, and
Oh
that's
yeah,
hard. That's hard. Ooh,
oh yeah, they tell you
that
about
cuts
it.
like a knife.
It does cut like a knife, but
You're right, Chris. Nobody will ever love them the way that we do. You are so right about that. I always say my son is some kind of special for me. Some kind of special.
yes, and all that's the thing. Our kids, we all would.
Mm.
That was I told you I got upset yesterday when I was babysitting, right?
Right, I know.
And but it's because, like you say, you love them, your kids, right? You love your kids a special kind of way.
Yes,
And it's like the one person you would just throw yourself on a stake for, right? Just no
yes,
questions asked. Take me, not them. It's over, decision done.
yes.
And so then I was watching Poppy yesterday. I'm just going to tell everybody because we have our own film. And, like, I was watching
Get it
Poppy.
out, get it out,
I
Tiffany.
know, that's how I was feeling about you and, like, you and the kids and the growing up, and it's like you and so now, a lot of you guys have heard me talk about, being a grandmother with MS. And, so I was laying with Poppy the other day. We were taking a nap, and I had fallen asleep with her. But I didn't fall into, like, my deepest sleep, right? I could still, like, whenever she moved her little foot, I would kinda move my eyes.
Yeah.
Anyway, my daughter had my husband come upstairs and, like, look at me, right? Like, put eyes on the baby and make sure I didn't, like, sleep so hard that she climbed out or I rolled on whatever the case may have been. It just really hurt my feelings, and I know that that wasn't my daughter's intention, was not to hurt my feelings. I know that that wasn't done with any ugliness, like,
Right.
"Mom's a piece of shit, so she can't do this." But it still just hurt to the core of me that, like, that trust is not there. And it's like, you are my daughter, right? And then the baby daughter, the baby, that one, right? We're like Russian nesting dolls now, I guess. And so it's like, I would just as quickly fall on the dagger for that little one as I
Yes.
would for the big one. Only two people in the world, right? I will throw myself on the dagger floor. And and so it just hurt my feelings, but
Yes.
I also have to be reasonable, right? But you don't always want to be reasonable when your feelings are hurt, right, guys?
Right. Same here, Joni. It always needs. Well, I couldn't read that.
Very good.
Same here, Joni. It always needs doing again tomorrow.
That's the thing. That's the thing with the laundry. That's the thing with the dishes. You're never done. I mean, you've done all the
No.
but you still have clothes on, you know? Dishes is like as soon as you're done cleaning the kitchen, you're hungry, right?
Yeah, and then there we go again.
It's just never ever done.
No.
That's something I told Coral, my daughter. I said, you know, those are the 2 things that just never run out. Even now that the kids are gone and there's no more like 5 people worth of laundry doing, it's just 2. It's still the same, still the
I
same.
know.
It's not you, it's your MS to who else could she trust more? Sending a big virtual thank you, sweetheart, and I know that, right? I do know that also, right? We do know I do know that also, and Doreen has gotten a lot of the brunt of my crying about that, and, you know, that I wish that that wasn't a thing. I and that maybe might be part of what upsets me even more is that it is something it's not that you're not trusting me because of something I can control, right? You can't trust me because of something I cannot control. And so I have
Right.
to be okay with it, you know, and I have to respect her and I do. It wasn't I like I said, I didn't feel at all intentionally attacked or anything like that. It just
It's hurt your feelings, yes,
yeah,
because
it's not the grandma that I had in mind, right?
right,
I had the grandma, "Okay, I'm here all day. Go do whatever you wanna do. If you wanna come back tomorrow, fine, call, we're good."
right,
Right? That's the grandma I thought I would be, and now I'm not. I'm the grandma that needs checked on during nap time or, you know, "Can I carry her this far, or is she too heavy?" That shit. So, you know, it does, it does, and thank you very much for that, Chris. And Chris, you are really an inspiration to any grandmother, I'll tell you that much. She really is, isn't she?
yes. I don't
She
think mothers ever get enough credit, ever.
mothers? No. No,
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 I mean, mothers, grandmothers,
no, no. And even, like, when I was there, like, with Poppy and it's me and her and, like, we were playing in the bed and, like, I called you guys, you know, on the phone and stuff. And, like, when I'm doing it, I'm realizing how much my daughter is doing with her every day, and I'm only doing a small fraction of what she does with her
right.
home, you know, and I remember being in that place where I could do right?
Yeah,
Where you could do, and, uh, and I wished I had a little bit more of that, you know,
but,
my mom
we're older we're older, and, we just don't have as much energy as we used to, um, due to the fact that we have MS.
yeah, I
And,
know.
I mean, we didn't ask for it, and there's nothing that we can do about it.
No, I know. And so I really do try to get over those. You know, I really like I take it personally at first and it like really hurts my feelings. But I it's almost like I don't know that I can do those both. I don't know if I can be like, "Oh, that can't hurt my feelings right away," because it just is such a personal thing. You know, there's some stuff that you really care about, and there's some stuff you could be like, "I don't give a fuck," right? But this is a thing that you
Yeah.
care about, you know? So,
Like, I wonder why, right? So, like I said yesterday, why wasn't I invited to that birthday party?
yeah, right. Well, that's another thing I talked about today on a post, on Facebook, you know, is, one thing I asked about, like, what would you the thing about chronic illness, a big thing about it is it's invisible, right? There's a lot of invisible chronic illnesses. And
Right.
so it was like, what would you want people to know about your invisible chronic illness? And it's that that people just don't get it. And even the people that live with you don't get it. Yeah, and they're not going to get it all of the way.
No.
They're just never going to do that. I appreciate the making the effort and trying to at least learn.
Mhm.
We've made some great friends in the community that don't have MS, but they've been learning and they've been sharing what they learned from us with other people. I love
Mhm.
it. They're
Mhm.
proud of themselves for sharing the knowledge that they learn. And not only that, learning about other stuff too. Regarding the holes in the underwear and socks, this is my general rule every time I do laundry. If there is a hole in a sock, yeah, it goes. That's my rule too. But that's not everybody's rule that does laundry at my house. Chris says, I love being a grandma. You can give them back when you've had enough. Not really. I would keep them all if I could. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know that I ever really want to give her back.
Yeah, that's the problem I'm having. Like, when am I ever gonna become one? Like, I'm waiting, and
Well, I don't think-
it's not happening.
well, I can't. I mean, things are happening. It's just, I don't know. Well, time will see.
Yeah, I know, time will see, but when? I mean, geez.
This is so funny, you guys, because Doreen's like, "Where's my grandbaby?" She's like one of these ladies that are like, "Where's my grandbaby? I want my grandbaby," right? And I never even thought. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm having a grandbaby!" And Doreen's like, "I want my grandbaby."
Oh, but trust me, when when and if that should ever happen, oh, there will be a list of rules, in place set for me.
Oh yeah, you have your own rule.
No, their rules that
Oh
will be
yeah, yeah,
given
yeah.
to me.
Well, that is something that yeah, that's a tough one. Yes. But I also don't push too much. But
Not bad, Willie. How's it going for you?
I love the song remains the same, Willie. You know that. How you doing? The song remains the same music film. Ooh. I don't think I've watched that, but I love. How are you doing? Yeah, that says I'm aware of my illness and limitations, and that's the thing. Me too. And so it's like when it boils down to it, you gotta like, yeah, you're right. Fuck.
I can hardly get upstairs on my own these days. I used to carry two of them up at once. I don't have, I don't have like I used to. My head says yes, and my body says no. Yeah, I know. I know.
Right? Well,
I know
that's
that
hard.
too well.
Although when I'm there, when I come home, I'm like, oh, my hips. Something about her little flooring. I don't know what it is. Like I've told you, it kills the bottom of my feet. Like my feet feel really mush when I get home. And then also my hips. So, hey guys, puff, puff, pass. Oh, it's so nice to see you, Willie.
I remember when I used to
No,
go shopping, and I go to the store and I would have like 5 grocery bags, 5 shopping bags, go across the street, hop the bus, take the bus home, have to go up 2 flights of long stairs with all those bags and put everything away and then start cooking. I can't do that no more. No way.
Oh, yeah, I remember carrying all the bag like, you would try get every
Yes,
bag on there, maybe a kid, carting everything in. You're right, putting stuff away, turning the stove on, starting dinner, do, do, do.
yes,
You wash your face, hands, sit down here. Yes, doing I mean, so many things, and I think that sometimes that is when I start to feel defeated. When I realize all the things that I used to be able to do, and now I'm like, at everything. Things are
yeah,
really I get overwhelmed so easily, and that really is personally frustrating, right? Because it's like, I'm not a mess. I'm a strong bitch, but I'm being a mess right now,
right.
and that you just kind of gotta ride through that, I guess, till you go back to being a bad bitch, right?
Well, like Des said, she knows her limitations. I know my limitations too. Just that nobody else seems to know my limitations.
No, and also, all right, sweetheart, enjoy your conversation. Tell mom hello.
Enjoy that chicken soup.
Yes, love you, sweetheart.
Love you, Chris.
Yeah. I hope mom's feeling better too.
Yeah.
I think she is too. So I'm glad that everybody's getting better because everybody, whether it's kind of just moving around, right? Like you had it, Salma, Chris, a little here, there, everybody. And we're not even in real life.
Ring around the roses.
We're catching a computer virus.
Yes.
I know. All right. So we've been on for 46
So
minutes.
that's the job for today.
Uh
Throw away your holy.
oh, really. Visiting with y'all and Marcus this morning is all. I've been in the community for a couple days. Just need to break. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Willie. I enjoy Marcus. He's such a relaxed, chill stream. I like to just put him on and listen to him. His voice is very relaxing. I love the music that he plays, like the stories that he tells. Yeah. I'm with you, Willie. I've definitely needed a break from the community and so over here we're just us. We're just us.
Yes.
We're just us.
Yeah.
Listen, lady. Down. My dog is being mouthy. But anyway, we wanted to touch base again today because we said we were going to touch base every day. And so for the next few days, pardon me when I scream at my dogs right quick.
So today we're throwing away our holy undies and our misfit and holy socks
Yep.
and anything
Holy
that we
underwear,
don't wear.
anything we don't wear. And you don't have to get it all done at this very second. As you come across something, just throw it out.
Yeah.
Just kind of going at your speed. Whatever speed you need to go. Uh, that's fine too. But we're gonna start cleaning out. I think that's gonna help clean out our brains a little bit, our cluttered brains.
Yes. We need clutter free.
Yeah. So that's gonna be the first thing. Let's see. And I'm gonna see if I can find a holy sock, a holy underwear, a holy anything. And I will bring it back tomorrow to show that I'm getting rid of it. I mean, and I don't know. I'll have to see what I have that's holy, but I'm sure I can find some. Or some things that I'll get rid of. Maybe I'll now I have something I have to do, you guys.
Right.
Now it makes us have to do something, which is
Oh,
good.
my bureaus just might be bare.
And I'm okay with that. Like Coral came in here and she was looking in the dresser in here and she's like, "Do you even use it?" And I'm like, "Well, I did, but then, like, I took all that stuff out because it was just, like, my sweatshirts and sweatpants and stuff like that. And so then I'm like, "No, I'll do this instead." And so now I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but, we, we'll see. We'll see. We have lots to get rid of, and we have some places to put them and some.
And make sure you stock up on your bags, on your garbage bags, so that you have enough to throw away your things.
Yeah, and or donate. That's one thing that I'm huge on, just filling up a bag and taking it and dropping it off at the Goodwill drop box or something like that. I've plenty of my things are nice and still in great condition.
Mhm.
They're just not working for me anymore. So I'd rather donate it to somebody that could use it or whatever, um, than just throwing it away. So, yeah, let's do that. So we're gonna try to make a difference in our life and maybe make a difference in other people's life. At any rate, we can get going, Dora.
Hmm?
We can get going.
Oh,
We've done
okay.
an hour about, and that's good. We don't have to do real long if we're gonna do every day,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I'm glad that I got to see everyone.
Me too. It
I'm
was
happy that
really
all your faces came on. I'd like to know who the does are,
oh
but we'll
well.
find out when I get off. But
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, show yourself.
Yeah, or just say who you are. That's the
Say who
only
you
thing.
are. I mean,
They
be
don't
acknowledged.
realize
Be acknowledged. Why do you want to be?
they're not being they're not choosing to
I
be
understand that they don't know that it doesn't
yeah,
show. I get that.
stinks.
If you're not on YouTube and you're on Facebook, it doesn't show your name. It doesn't show who you are. So knowing that if you know you're on Facebook, state your name so we can acknowledge you. We want to know who you are.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. Well, we always love to see our
Sure,
friends.
of course,
It's
yes.
always nice to see who's here. So
But we
anyway,
have work to do now. Tiffany
yeah,
gave us all some work to do, and we'll be doing it.
yeah. You can do a little thing. And if not today, tomorrow, just a little steps to just
Yeah,
making a little bit of change, doing something to help ourselves and to help our environment a little bit and the energy
yes.
around us. Let's get rid of some of our broken holy crap.
Yeah, today's Monday, and let's see, the whoever don't come, the garbage don't come now again till Wednesday. So yeah, I have today, I have tomorrow
Yeah.
to put everything. Yeah,
Yeah, mine comes Wednesday too. So
yeah,
excellent. So we'll touch base again tomorrow and see
yes,
how we're doing.
yes.
All
And
right.
everyone else, let us know. What you came up with, what you're throwing away,
How you're doing.
how you doing with it. You found any goodies? Something good memories, or like that you really don't want to throw away, but you have to.
Yeah. Oh, she started wall Pilates. All right, girl, do it. Do it.
Oh,
Go, girl, go. And that's a wonderful thing too. If you choose something different to do, if that doesn't apply to you, if you don't have, you know, finding something different that you want to do is wonderful. Just making a
yeah.
change is great. Um, so we
I
will
just
see.
know I won't be doing any wall Pilates.
Mm, I don't know. But I think before too long, I don't know, but I think we're going to be doing chair yoga before too long.
Oh yes, yes. We're doing chair
Yeah,
yoga, right?
yeah, we're going to
Yeah,
do chair yoga. So that should be fun.
yeah.
So we'll let
And I
you know.
hope everybody joins in.
Well, yes, I think we're gonna start with a small group. I don't know if we're gonna YouTube at first, but then we may
Yeah.
after do we figure it out and we're doing it together and
Yeah.
yeah, we'll chair yoga with everybody. I don't care. All right, guys. Well, everybody have a good day.
Put a like, please.
Hit a
If you
like.
liked it, put a like, subscribe, um, put a heart.
If you have any suggestions, want to get in touch with me, that is not correct. And I do that all the time. Hold on. I always put Gmail, but it is not. It is Hotmail. It's just Tiff, two T's, 45 at hotmail.com. If you want to get in touch with me for any reason.
And
Thank
don't
you.
keep it to yourself. Spread the love because
Yeah. We're spreading the love.
we're spreading it. And I mean, there's other people that need, and don't keep it all just for yourself. Let everybody know. If you think there's someone out there that needs this, let them know. Spread it, share it.
And we have adventures coming with some of our friends. They're going to be having
Mm-hmm.
some adventures. We have some things coming up. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.
Have a good night. Have a good afternoon. Have a good morning, wherever you're.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you. Thanks, Joni. Thanks,
Lots of
FX.
love. Lots of love.